Hello everyone, my name is Fonian and welcome back to another episode of Genshin Impact.
Procrastinating. Let's go.
Yes, Kaching. I know you've been so eager to come into Inazuma. But yeah, so today is going to be the update for 2.0, which gives us finally Inazuma. Before we proceed further, I want to just take a moment here and appreciate all of these beautiful lands of both Mondstadt and Liyue. This is basically our entire world for the last 9 months. And of course, in addition to that, the Golden Apple Archipelago, of course. Yeah, I'm just so excited here, and we already get like a little bit of sneak peek right here. And you can see that this is actually quite far away from the mainland here. This is going to be pretty exciting. I see that we have 3 Statue of the Seven, but I think I'm ahead of myself here. So let's just go ahead and start this entire journey by talking to Catherine. Well, I'm actually kind of expecting some of our companions here in Liyue to bid us farewell, just like they did with the Mondstadt. So let's see if that is going to be the case.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler?
Been a while since the last time I heard that thing in full. Alright, so yes, about the Crux Fleet.
Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux Fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right?
Yep, I've been waiting all day for you.
Oh, is that right? Well, it's an honor to meet you. The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway.
Okay.
Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course. There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ad Astra Abyssosk, Catherine. We'll miss you.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
I knew it.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See, there's no need to get all sappy now.
That Lumen's expression, though.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
As usual.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
The Immovable God and the Eternal Euthymia. Started. Alright, so there is no goodbye? We're just gonna go ahead and go to the Guyun Stone Forest immediately? I guess so. Yeah. It's kinda weird. Okay, so yeah, there it is. This is our passage to go to Inazuma. I'm still feeling kind of sad though that none of our friends actually come in and try to bid goodbye. Like Ganyu, Kaching, or maybe Lady Ningguang. But I guess that really makes Mondstadt more special, because we do get a farewell ceremony even though it's only from Amber. But hey, we can just see each other again because apparently it is canon that we can teleport from time to time, so... Alright, nothing to it, let's just fly. Okay, we are here.
Speed of light!
Oh, and by the way, if you notice some of the animations become more fluid, that's because I accidentally set my FPS count in the settings to 30 instead of 60, even though I always record in 60 FPS, so haha, funny for me, right?
Ah, you finally made it.
Yep.
All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux Fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already.
Apologies, Captain.
Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, We set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Yeah.
Anchors away!
Yeah, I will assume there'll be a cinematic. Yep. Yeah, that is the one majestic ship right there. Whoa, whoa, what happened to the cinematic here? It's very fluid. Oh, hello there, Kazuha. Hi. Alright. Okay, so that's the anchor. The wind is immediately blowing. Seems like the wind is on our side today. Okay, they really did upgrade the cinematic. This is way more animated. After braving the raging thunderstorm, the Alcor finally comes into port. Wait, we don't get the moment to appreciate all the storms? That is anticlimactic. Alright, so we just did a time skip right there. Yep, it is majestic, alright. Toma, I think your name is?
Oh, hi there.
Hello?
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Interesting.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Which can be a problem because there is a chance that the Archon is going to hear us. Okay, yeah, nice to meet you, Toma.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
Alright.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Right, Kazuha.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
We got this. Look forward to seeing you again, Beto.
Fair seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye.
Kinda sad that she doesn't actually come with us in this adventuring.
First things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Okay.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Right. So, is that going to be a problem with your vision? Because you do have vision here. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit nervous about this. Because you gotta know, right, that is something is going to be very wrong here. Because that's what happened when we arrived in Mondstadt, that's what happened when we arrived with Lie. So, yes, I'm feeling a bit nervous. Alright, through the storm. Well, we can explore a little bit, I presume. Okay, we got some artifacts right there. Another place where I can get some artifacts. And okay, there is a viewpoint here. Very nice. Rito Narukami Island added to the archive. Huh. Alright. I guess I have to talk to you, Miss Inspector.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here.
Yeah.
Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
Okay, we are here to find my brother.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are the entry papers for your kind perusal.
You just have to wait for us to struggle for you to help us, right, Toma?
What? Take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
Yeah, no sus at all right there.
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Okay.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement.
Well, welcome or not, we don't have a choice. My journey must go on.
I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency.
Alright.
Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
No. MiHoYo has been through very far with their development team, aren't they? The first time that they make some kind of like this Japanese village was in Honkai Impact in the Sakura Samsara. And this is like leagues better than in the Sakura Samsara. Granted, of course, there's like a limitations and technicalities that comes into it. Because again, that's like a very low spec games. But anyway, yeah, so what's this shop all about? We mainly sell souvenirs like Inazuma novels, Tanuki dolls, and stuff like that. Back then, we might have also sold statues of the Almighty Shogun and other related goods as well. Sadly, we haven't really seen that many customers since the lockdown come into effect. Relatable? Except for those Sernayan merchants who want to entertain their families. I see. So, statues of the Shogun. Yeah, our almighty Shogun is a merciful and forgiving person who doesn't really mind people buying the statues for any reason whatsoever. It used to be our best-selling product. Sadly, we've lost our customer base ever since the lockdown happened, and such delicate items is not cheap craft, so we have no choice but to take them off the shelves. I see. So, the people's opinion of the Shogun has been on the low.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
Yeah, that's going to be useful.
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
Oh god, that is quite a lot.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Okay, that's a steep decrease, but yeah, that's a major discount.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 Mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
What?
Much obliged.
Excuse me, ma'am, do you have a crush to this guy? Because you're just basically decreasing it to 1 million to just 600. My god.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
Yeah, reminds me of someone else's strange relationship with Mora, but yeah, this time he is very different from Zhongli because Zhongli doesn't have that kind of like persuasive abilities.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. Processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make.
Okay.
So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth!
So those are graphs, I guess.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy.
Right. So we're kinda lucky. Yeah, doesn't anyone push back?
Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito.
Okay.
Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Right. So, okay, let's get to the point. So, how would an Outlander ever get to meet the Raiden Shogun? Because she does feel further away than ever.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
Yeah.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe.
Right. Yeah, that may well be, but I still have to find a way.
I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Don't jinx it, please.
And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow, the Rito Fixer's better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it could be done. However, before we get there...
I need to do something for you.
Connections come at a high price, you understand?
Uh-huh.
Not you too!
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora.
Okay.
In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first.
Okay.
I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Okay.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Yeah, that is a real smart brain right there. So, the fixer works in mysterious ways. So what's the job?
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive.
Yep.
Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Karisu, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Okay.
Karisu will reach his wits' end if things carry on like they are. Go see what you can do for him.
Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose.
Very nearly. Luckily, we have a friend with us.
Good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
Right.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes, left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh. So not even 10 minutes into this land and we are going to fight against the government. Right.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on Rito, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Wow. Yeah, I can imagine that's going to be problematic, because that means whoever sell Crystal Marrow, which I will assume is going to be the locals, will have a huge monopoly.
Crystal Marrow? What's that?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this Crystal Marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for Crystal Marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Yeah, that one vendor is super rich.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens...
You cannot continue business here. Yeah, that is absurd. Can you discuss the situation with the Kanjo Commission?
We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
I think, yeah, we can negotiate with the Kanjo Commission.
But Karisu's the head of the association, and even he hasn't had any luck. Not to mention, we're Outlanders too.
Right, and besides, I think this may well be the fate they've ordained for us.
Okay. Well, we could try tackling the problem by going to the other party involved.
Yeah, maybe we need to make some friends first.
That vendor... I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Okay.
We're on the case.
They do say that this entire chapter is going to be quite political, but I have no idea that we're going to jump straight into the economical impact of this thing. Oh, is that the Crystal Marrow?
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals?
Yeah, we just arrived.
So, what do you need with me?
Where do you source your goods?
The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business.
Fair.
Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Right, so can you reduce your price?
Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy.
Let's go talk to Thoma, I guess.
Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
Altruism doesn't actually exist in the world of business. Even if you do some altruistic thing, that is usually just for the PR relationship. And by the way, let's activate this waypoint. So you have to find something to offer him in return.
That was quick. You resolved it already?
No.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
You're going to have to help us help you.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand.
Right. So what do you know about Werner?
Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach just to get by, but he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Interesting.
You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him?
Yeah, seems like a monster to me.
That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
Got it. Sure, I'll go back and talk to him again.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you.
Time on your hands. Some would call that a form of freedom. It was the wind that led me back here to you.
Huh? Where's this coming from?
A dandelion wine would sure be nice on a day like this. A bard's serenade would be perfect right now.
Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
Oh, we have to give him something that reminds him of Mondstadt. Well, nothing screams Mondstadt than dandelion seed, right?
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back.
May the anima Archon protect you.
Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to.
Close your eyes.
Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
Listen closely. Doesn't it sound familiar?
You mean the sound of the ocean?
No, grilled tiger fish. Get it while it's hot.
Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants.
Okay, may the flames of virtue spread to all and never be extinguished.
Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right. Oh, look at them floating up into the sky.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Liyue Harbor.
Liyue.
Okay, so nothing screams more Liyue than the Glaze Lily, right? Yeah.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it.
A lot of people out there sympathize with the position you're in.
You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home, just like me. Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough.
What do you mean?
So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world.
Who are those people?
All right, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
You ready to talk now?
So, yeah, sure, come and get a drink for your friends from the association.
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru, Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on.
We need evidence.
Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
I mean, aside from those memory talks, that is rather easy. I'm glad this guy is not a real, like, businessman kind of guy. Because if we're dealing with a guy like, I don't know, Ningguang perhaps, it's going to be impossible.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Are we going to chase him?
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Okay, so this is another stealth mission.
What was that sound?
Just a win.
Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
That's very Skyrim of you.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look?
Are those the crystals?
Whoa, it's a ledger. Boring! Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Ah, yes. The real reason Paimon came along. But even if we did find Mora, we would give it to the trade association.
Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Huh? You aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I guess we're going to credit your name after this so that you can start hanging around again.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
But he has a heart.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses.
You're the one making a mockery of the rules here, Keijiro.
And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true?
Yeah.
You've been swindling us!
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a look at the ledger.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this,
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
Dude, do you want your reputation to be tarnished right now?
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Contacts, Paimon, contacts. That title doesn't have any weight with these people.
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady
What? I think that's is that a fan?
of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Yeah.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. She's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
Toma, what was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
Right, as if they don't listen to the conversation you have with the chief. But anyway, Kurisu, I think our work here is done, right?
Thank you so much. Our heads are back above water now.
Right. And Harrison, that could have gone much worse.
It's tyranny, plain and simple.
Right.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know?
Okay, tell me about the Yashiro Commission.
Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time? So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself.
What I do know is that Ayakai actually comes from Kamisato clan as well.
I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato.
Right, and I would assume that the person you're referring to earlier was her.
Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend.
Right, so as her attendant, are we helping you or her?
You're asking the right questions, and to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island, and I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Right.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery, but the main thing was I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived.
So, what do you want exactly? Because nobody in this world gives things to us freely, right? What do you want?
Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Oh. Okay, so you want to make me the figurehead of your revolution. Sounds kinda fun.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage, it's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see. With your help, even the Vision Hunt Decree...
I never offered to help.
That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading.
I have one goal here, to meet the Raiden Shogun.
Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now. Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything. See you soon.
Thoma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going.
There is one problem though.
Huh? What's up?
Outlanders are unable to leave Rito.
Oh, right! Paimon forgot all about that! Wait, so did Toma forget that too?
This must be the next part of his test.
Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing! As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score! Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
Right, so I kinda like the scene that we have right there. The Traveler is not an altruist. No, she helped people so that she can get to her goal of finding her brother and to find all of the 7 Archons. So even though that the people here wants a revolution and really needs a revolution to happen, she's not going to risk her life to do a cause that is not hers. Unless, of course, you can persuade her, which is apparently something that is really easy to do.
Stop there! Present your travel permits.
Kobayashi?
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
So we're going to fight then.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito?
Okay. I wonder if the Kanjo Commission has heard of us.
Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner?
Yeah.
Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
We're here to see, the Kanjo Commissioner?
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel.
Interesting development.
Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Did you get all that, mister?
My sincere apologies.
Okay. People really do want to play us in their game. That's what I got here. Okay. What do you want, sir?
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
What kind of response is this? Hey there! Okay, I too am honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
All right, all in good time. 2 travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance. Let's not limit this to business only.
Okay?
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
No, what he's saying is that he needs us to do something.
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the Overlord of the Vortex back under the sea, eh?
We don't do that alone, though.
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel. Is that true?
When you put it like that, we're kinda awesome.
Whoa, you heard about that too? Yep, it's true, all right.
As I thought.
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all.
You're too kind, sir.
Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the Kanjo Commission.
Every dang time!
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
This is my forte.
Excellent. Well then, you must know the Qingxin. A flower grows on the mountaintops of Liyue.
Okay.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So, you want us to go back to Liyue?
Yes, bring me 300 Qingxin, would you? Freshly picked, I mean.
What?
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Yeah, the problem is, sir, they don't stay fresh after their pick.
Too much trouble, is it? I see. Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
Yeah, that's a lot easier.
That sounds much more like it.
709 letters to be precise.
That's a lot.
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
Okay, I'll consider it.
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
Yeah, who is that lady?
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
Yeah, but didn't you see that lady over there?
Halt, you two!
What now? Saw this coming.
Huh? What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick, let Paimon see!
Light perfume letter. Dear traveler, would that I could convey this message to you in person. I apologize for the hasty means by which this letter has come to you, and I hope that it hasn't left you feeling perplexed or perturbed in any way. This is my first time extending an invitation to an unknown outlander, after all. It is no mere coincidence that our paths have crossed. Therefore, I hope that you would be so courteous to meet me tonight under the glow of resplendent moonlight. Please do not fret about retainers and bodyguards. I will ensure that the attention shall be elsewhere. I look forward to the pleasure of your company. Really sounds sus.
So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on?
We share a glance, and Shinsuke has no intention of letting us leave, so...
Paimon knew something just didn't seem right about him.
Yeah.
Let's ask her tonight and see what she has to say.
Ah, you finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato.
Hello?
This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
The pleasure is mine. I'm actually delighted to see you again.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments, and at last we have the chance to meet.
Is it Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
Of course she has something to do with us.
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
Discuss what?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
That expression. I'm leaving.
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamachi of the Tenryou Commission. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamachi.
Oh boy, forced marriages.
There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but you are Outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be regrettable to let such an opportunity pass.
Everyone wants an errands to be done.
Paimon gets the whole picture now.
Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That is my promise.
Seems like a reasonable deal.
To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was just trying to hold us up here.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago.
Ooh.
They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the Shogun.
I can guess who this lady is. Someone who doesn't want us to involve ourselves with the matters inside the Inazuma. So yeah, an arrogant-sounding woman?
We don't have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island. It just so happens that a shipment of goods is...
Okay.
Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. I'm counting on you to deliver my letter.
Okay. Alright. So far we have been in the stroke of luck, but all of the people here seems to push us to actually go against the government. But before that, let's see if we can sap up this electro powers from this Statue of the Seven. Can we activate this statue? The world opens itself before with those with noble hearts. There you go. Okay, so now we have a little bit of a peek into this land. Right, worship statue? Electro sigil, of course. We need those electroculus. Right. So if I switch to my traveler right now, and can I steal the power of the electro? Yes, I could. Okay, unlimited power! Okay, let's see what this power is all about.
Take this!
Oh, interesting. So that's a tree kind of thing. But of course... Okay, hold on. Let's split the rings. Restores elemental energy. Increases energy recharge during the abundance amulet duration. Okay, so that is actually a pretty good support and not good enough to be used in the current meta, but it is really cool. Yes, I can hear the electroculus. Okay, so there is an electroculus on top of this thing. Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay, so this is our first electroculus. Huh. I actually kind of forgot the shape of the Geoculus and the Animoculus. Okay. Alright, so I guess I'm going to leave this episode right here. Man, this story quest is long and have a lot of contents, which is something that I really like. This game is getting better and better with every update. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, then don't forget to leave a like. And if you guys want to see more Genshin Impact videos that I'm going to play in the future, there's still a lot more content that we're going to play here. And also some other indie games that I'm going to play in the future. Be sure to subscribe. And with that, I think I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.